Hey CPC family, it's Pastor Tim. Just want to share a little story from the Gospel of Luke about a man named Zacchaeus. Zacchaeus was a sinner of all sinners, a tax collector. He was a traitor to his Jewish people. He worked for the Roman Empire. And not only was he collecting taxes, he was stealing money off the top as well. He was stealing even more from his own people. Now here's the thing, Zacchaeus needed Jesus just as much as anyone else. You know, the Bible talks about money and possessions a lot. In the Bible, we see prayer. There's about 500 verses about prayer. Guess what? There's 2,000 verses on money and possessions. So we see it's an important topic for God to get into his people, this idea of our money and possessions belong to him. And Zacchaeus needed to have this encounter with Jesus for his life. And so what he does, he sees Jesus walking by. He climbs a tree to get a better look. And Jesus sees him and says, Zacchaeus, come down. I'm going to be dining at your house tonight. And Jesus does this radical thing, reaching out to a sinner of sinners. And at that meal at his house, Zacchaeus had this encounter with Jesus. So touched by the love of Jesus, the wisdom of Jesus, he says, Jesus, I'm going to make this right. I'm going to repay those I have wronged more than I even legally own them. And Jesus declares that salvation had come into that household. Zacchaeus had an encounter with Jesus, and it naturally led to generosity in making things right. You know, for each one of us, we have an opportunity to realize that everything we own belongs to Jesus. We too can have an encounter with God that leads us to naturally want to give back just a portion of what God has given us. You know, as we close out our second quarter of our fiscal year, we are a little bit off pace, about $70,000 short of our goal of where we want to be. We know for some of you, you've been generously giving. Thank you so much. Keep at it. Some of us, though, maybe are a little bit behind and trying to catch up. We encourage you to do so. And maybe some of us were newer to the church. Regular giving isn't part of what we are doing yet. We want to encourage you, be praying about giving to the church, the ministry that God has called you to, because everything belongs to God. We give back a portion to the Lord. As you have an encounter with Jesus, our natural response is generosity. And that's what so many of you have done. Day in and day out, we have ministries happening. We have a Mexico house build that happened. A family has a roof over their head because of your generosity. Our missionaries near and far are supported every single day because of your regular giving, your generosity. And you've given above and beyond. Tens of thousands of dollars have come in response to giving to our missionaries who are responding to the crisis in Ukraine. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You know, not only is the Lord blessed by that generosity, seeing his children trust him, but you are blessed as you give. We don't want you to miss out as you have an encounter with Jesus, as you meet him more deeply. You're going to want to keep giving and keep sharing. This is just one way to do it. We want to give you a little update and invite you into the opportunity to help us get back on track. Let us know how we could help you do that. If any way, just reach out to us. We'll let you know the opportunities that are there. Let us know we can be praying for you and with you as well in this season. We love you, CPC family, and we look forward to seeing you soon.